Hello everyone, this is Justin from 2866 Robotics, and today I'm going to be telling you all about floats and doubles. So, last time you guys learned about ints, and I showed that ints are whole numbers, but sometimes you want to use decimal points. This is where floats and doubles come in. So, a float and double are both numbers with decimal points. So a float comes from floating point integer, and you could do something like this. Instead of 1, you could do 1.1. And the same with float. If we have num3, I could do 1.1 with that. And with floats, you want to put an F after the number in Java. Otherwise, I think it defaults to double. But yeah, this is how you declare them. Float, the name, and then the value. Same as you would with int. And same with double as well, just without the f at the end. And you might be wondering what's the difference between a float and a double are, since they both do decimal points. And the difference is that floats are 32-bit, while doubles are 64-bit. They have double the bit size, which means that doubles take up double the space, but have more capacity for how big of a number they could store. It's not really much of an issue for storage with modern day computers. So, I mean, you can usually get away with using doubles unless you're using a really small computer, but it will actually increase your processing time if you use doubles over floats, although by a pretty small amount. However, doubles, as I said, have a increased size, so if you were doing something that has a really high decimal point value, you might want to use a double instead of a float. This is how many digits you can have in a float. This is how much you can have in a double. And as you can see, the double is bigger. So now, let's do some math with the floats and doubles. So as I showed you in the last video, with ints, you can declare them, give them numbers, and you could do math. You could do like system.out.println, and then you could do like num1 plus 2, and then print that out on the screen. And the same goes for floats and doubles. You could be like float num1 equals 1.3 f, and then that would print 3.2. And you might have noticed that this 2 is a int. And that is because you can add floats to ints. You can add ints to floats. You can add ints to doubles, and they will add on. And when you do println, that's the first number you give is a float, and since you're adding an int to the float, that just adds it on. So we could do the same with a double. Double num2 equals 3.4 or 5, and then num2 2 plus 2, and there we go.